Boy, folks, don't we have tough guys everywhere we look? Aren't the toughy toughs just taking your breath away these days? Conservatives have been making fun of wimpy Dems for being woke and compassionate and literate. And all the while, the presumably macho men who are supposed to be setting an example seem to be coming up short, aren't they? I mean, Pete Hegseth was supposed to be all man all the time, but the stories of having to be carried out of parties and having his mommy give him a brutal scolding for his assholery aren't really giving grown man with shit together vibes. RFK can't seem to keep his shirt on, but every time he opens his mouth, he sounds like a guy who sells supplements out of the back of his car and believes Elvis is his twin flame. Matt Gaetz worked hard to push the narrative that he could go all night long, but the story lands different when the all-nighter is with a girl who still wears a retainer. Where's the alpha, folks? Don Jr.? Come on. Kimberly was the muscle in that relationship. Eric? Okay. JD Grumpy Cat Lashalicious? That's a stretch. Plus, it seems like they offed him and they're hoping no one will notice. Maybe it's Elon Doughboy Muskrat. He's the tough guy. Underneath his tantruming 10-year-old, he's all man. A jealous one, with mommy issues, and mania, and a god complex, and a need to make everything into a high school popularity contest because he fared so horribly the first time. Is it the boots on the ground MAGA men who are supposed to be the tough guys? The guys who could beat out liberal men in the manly department with no problem? But aren't those the guys who are apoplectic over pronouns? Losing their minds over pride merch? Taking DEI as a bridge too far. Really mad at Bud Light and Hunter and Fauci. Poor tough guys. Who else is there? Steve Bannon? Stephen Miller? Vivek Ramaswamy? Are all the MAGA minions trying to emulate their machismo? Working on an unshowered skinny pant look with a few Eminem rhymes at the ready? Oh, the women are swooning. If you think about it, are there any Republican men who could pass as the kind of man's man they claim to be? Because the man on top of the pile sure isn't cutting it. Yeah, Orangina isn't exactly shedding testosterone. Maybe it's the sniffing, or lip pursing, or the whining, or all capping. The maxi pad on the ear didn't help, or the wee-wee pad on the Fox News couch. Yeah. They did have a moment after the pew-pewing with the perfectly placed blood flag and fist photo op. Jaw clenched, chest puffed, despite being fully exposed for any would-be smassin' to take another shot. But it didn't last. The petulant childing came back fast and stayed, and it sure isn't giving tough guy. Don't worry, though, folks. I'm sure it will all come into focus soon. No doubt Republicans are working on rebranding what it means to be tough. Instead of strong and brave, they're going to make it orange and old. Yeah. Well, toughy tough guys, have the day you deserve.